Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to our podcast. I'm Nadia and today we are going to talk about artificial intelligence with my friend Adinda. Hi everyone, I'm Adinda. Thank you for inviting me. You're welcome. As I said before, the topic we will discuss today is about artificial intelligence, or commonly known as AI. So, Adinda, what is artificial intelligence from your opinion? In my opinion, AI is a technology that helps computers solve problems, answer questions, and assist people with daily life. That's interesting. I have also noticed that many people are already using AI these days, and you could even say they have been dependent on the technology. Can you give some examples of AI technology? Sure. Some examples are ChatGPT, Gemini, Google Translate, and Google Assistant. AI is used on social media to create content and promote products. I agree. I have noticed many students using AI to explain lessons or even to help with certain assignments. But in your opinion, apart from education, what else AI can be used for? AI is used in hospital, businesses, transportation, and customer service to make it faster and more efficient. Wow, really? I thought AI was still limited to just help with a few problems, but it turns out it's gone far beyond that. But do you think AI still makes mistakes in its work, or is it already perfect? Yes, AI can sometimes give incorrect information or misunderstand instructions. So we should use it wisely and keep thinking critically. That's right, absolutely. Sometimes I also want to remind people to always be careful when using AI as it can pose its own risk. And I like people not to rely heavily on it. Exactly. AI is only a tool. Human creativity and judgment are still the most important. That's a very good point. I hope our viewers can understand this. And Adinda, before we wrap up this discussion, I would like to know your opinion on the future of AI. I think AI will continue to improve and become even more helpful, but we must always use it responsibly. I completely agree. AI makes our lives easier provided we use it wisely. Alright, Adinda, thank you so much for coming here today and sharing your thoughts. You are welcome. It was great talking to you. And thank you to everyone who's been listening to our podcast. Stay tuned to the next episode with an even more enjoyable topic. Goodbye! Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Welcome back to our podcast. I'm Adinda. I'm the host for our second discussion. And now we are going to talk about the internet. Of course, I'm not alone. We have a discussion with Nadia. Hi Nadia. Hi Adinda. Thank you for having me. You are welcome. I think we can start the simple question. So, what is the internet? Internet is a vast global network that connects computers and devices all over the world. It enables people to communicate over long distances, read news from the other side of the world, share information, study, work, and thanks to the internet, online shopping has now become extremely popular. That's absolutely right. Nowadays, it's very hard to imagine life without the internet. It used every day. By the way, how often do you use the internet? To be honest, I use the internet almost every day. I use it to study, look up information, and keep in touch with my friends. I also often use it to learn new languages because I'm really keen to master several languages. Lots of students do the same as you. In your opinion, what's the biggest benefit we can get from the internet? In my opinion, the biggest benefit we can really appreciate from the internet is the ease of communication. If we look back, it used to be very difficult to communicate over long distances. And because we were still using ordinary telephones, which couldn't even connect us properly with other side of the world. And I think also we can learn a lot from websites and accessing information is much easier than it used to be. I agree. Thanks to the internet, some people can work from home, and online stores are becoming increasingly popular. Exactly, especially after the pandemic. Do you remember during the COVID-19 pandemic? We were completely isolated and couldn't even leave the house. So we relied heavily on the internet. I think the internet really took off during that time. But of course, every advantage has its disadvantage. So, in your opinion, what's are the downside the internet? I think the downside of the internet is the prevalence of fake news. Sometimes people jump on the viral trend and share it straight away without checking the facts. So lots of people end up falling for fake news. I also noticed that many people these days spend too much time online, so they are not socializing enough. Oh, that's true. I sometimes worry some people will social media literacy and are readily preparing to express it. Okay, before we wrap up, do you have any advice for a student or everyone out there regarding the internet? Be wise and sensible when using the internet. Be careful with everything you do because our digital footprint will never disappear. Make the best possible use of the internet, hone your skills, discover new things, and there's still a lot of things you can do with the internet. I completely agree with you. The internet can have positive impact if used it well and wisely. So, thank you Nadia for your opinion today. My pleasure. I really enjoyed our discussion. And thank you everyone for listening to our podcast. I hope you learned to something new. Stay tuned the next video or podcast. See you next time. Bye bye.